Welcome back to the Chelsea Save and FC24. We will be ending the transfer window today with at least one signing coming in. We're hovering over the transfer hub, as you can see, so we'll be diving into that in a moment. Thank you for your support, those of you that continually been leaving your comments to Josh, to the Sobonik, and to Luca as well. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate all of your support and all of your comments in the last one, letting me know what right backs to look at. You guys would prefer that we stick to the financial rules that we had at the beginning of the save for now. So I have £36.9 million available to me as per those financial restrictions. We're basically only spending what we make. That was the criteria. You're also very, very firm on Christopher Nkunku not going anywhere. I rejected a £160+ million bid from Tottenham for him, and you guys were like, good decision, don't sell him. I won't. So, right back, please. We looked at Kyle Walker-Peters and Ivan Fresneda, but neither really were good enough for what we were looking for. So, rather obviously, I've got scouts out looking at a number. We have, and I'll whiz through this, Singo, Klaus, Dumfries, Spence, Catarino, Tomiyasu, Atal, Vasquez, Baku, Enrics, Cash, Livramento, Bowie, Trauder, Vanderson, Tavernier, Traore, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot. Breathe. That's what we've got so far. So, obviously at Manchester United they did have Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. They sold Dalot, but they signed Hakimi. So, Wan-Bissaka is still second choice at Manchester United, but he would only be coming in as second choice here as well, of course, because we're looking for a backup to Reece James. Games, as it stands today, are Leeds at home and Manchester City at home in the Carabao Cup semi-finals second leg. Although after beating Preston yesterday, very much expecting another FA Cup game to be drawn this window or this month. We'll wait and see. Normally that third round is played the first weekend in January. I'm surprised it wasn't played on the 4th and the Forest game was moved, but we'll play it by ear. We'll head towards Leeds and we should get an update on the FA Cup in the not too distant future. With regards to actually I'll show you the table first. With regards to the Premier League table, we are still top despite our defeats to Nottingham Forest, but we're level on points now with Arsenal and only 2 points ahead of Manchester City and 3 points ahead of Newcastle. Aston Villa only 5 points behind ourselves and Arsenal. Liverpool and Spurs still loitering. Manchester United a little bit further away. Title fight's pretty good this year. It's going to be very, very intense indeed. And obviously, because we don't have any European competition at the moment, we've got the luxury of being able to focus solely on domestic competition. We will not have that luxury next year. So if we're going to win the Prem, really need to make sure we get it done this season. So let's go and try and get 3 points against Leeds, and then we can sign that new backup right back and move forward from there, can't we? Pirot up top for them, Aronson at cam, Sinistera left, Reina right, new signing I believe, Sambarim at right back, Wagner at left back, Andrew in goal again, who was decent against us last time we played against Leeds. They've lost 3 of their last 5, they've drawn 2 of them as well. They play the standard tactical vision, which is the same as me. They're in poor form, we're in different form, but certainly with a little bit of a boost to the confidence, we can get ourselves playing at our absolute best, get 3 points on the board, and then hopefully we'll find out about those players that you added to the shortlist, and we'll be able to go and sign a right back. James Caicedo is there. Had a real lack of a midfield for a moment then, and not really anywhere to go. We'll ping the ball about with a little bit of confidence in the midfield, and Enzo will work this out wide, and you see how the defender has pushed me there. That allows Sterling the time and space to get inside, to play a terrible pass looking for Nkunku rather than Enzo Fernandez. And he's got the ball back again. And now Pirro's in a good position here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, what a ball. Good save, Costa. Wow. What vision to pick out that cross. Sinistera at the back post very nearly, giving Leeds a 1-0 lead. Delivery is good. Header is good. Save, comfortable. James to Gonçalves. You can see Nkunku in there. We will find him this time. Back to Gonçalves. I see Enzo making the run. I thought about maybe trying to drift a floated ball towards him. We'll float that one. Oh, it's meant for Tammy. It's headed towards Raheem Sterling. If there were 2 people you had the choice of crossing to, which would you bloody pick? 6'5" Tammy Abraham or 5'9" Raheem Sterling? Sterling may even be smaller than that. I see Pedro Gonçalves at the back post here, though. Although he changed his run and went to the edge of the box. That's frustrating. Not that I would have found him with a cross anyway as it came in. Still 0-0 here. Trying to find our first chance of the game, but so far, Leeds the only ones to have a shot. Lovely ball by Rayner into that gap, and Fofana's after this. Another sensational cross. Sinistera again. Costa makes the save and gets to the loose ball again. Reece James needs to fix up with his marking, please, because that's twice now that Luis Sinistera has had a simple open volley at the back post. There's only so many times we can get away with that before they actually find the back of the net. Second one was closer than the first, and you imagine the third one would be closer yet still, or actually even just straight up in the back of the net. Reece James in a bit of trouble, but we'll spin Sinistera. And Kunku's there. Nice move, actually, to work the space. Enzo, I'll look for Tammy. Why can I not pass to who I want to pass to today, seemingly? Shot from Sterling is saved well by Andrew. That may well be my first actual chance on goal. Leeds defending very well at the moment. Keeping bodies in the way centrally, forcing me wide, and my crossing has been nowhere near as accurate as theirs has so far. Either that or their marking has just been significantly better than my players. Anyway, Tammy to Sterling returns the ball, and Kunku's going to be through this gap and found well. And there, at last, is a 1-0 lead for Chelsea Football Club. In the 39th minute, Christopher Nkunku makes the breakthrough, and that's why he's staying. Joel Pirro starting Leeds off at the beginning of the second half with not the best of passes. I need to keep that in, and we just about have managed to do so. 1-0 up from the first half, and Nkunku dropping very deep there to get involved. But if he does that and sprays the passes quite nicely, then he's more than allowed to. It's annoying from the defender to step in there. Now we're going to have to do some defending of our own again. Here's Pirro for a second time. Tucked into Sinistera. Back to Pirro again. Wagner. Good change of pace. Reece James can't get there. Fofana's going to have to come across to Sinistera. It's rebounded straight back to him. This is dangerous from Leeds. And there's the man on the edge of the box. It's Rocker. Probably not from there. Gruev. Don't expect him either. Pirro certainly, although the shot is tame, but still apparently hard to deal with by Diogo Costa. 10 minutes into the second half, still 1-0 Chelsea. Leeds having a go, but we've completely broken the ankles of the defender. And then I've played a terrible pass. I'm really annoyed at myself because that was sensational from Raheem Sterling. Properly sent the defender to the shops. That's a much better pass. And Nkunku's going to have to turn here and look for support. Enzo Fernandez trying to turn away. Uh-oh. Hold your breath. No! Balls! Enzo Fernandez sent off. It was there for the taking, but he took too long to actually go into the animation, by which point... they played the ball away. Right, okay. I'm going to have to probably sacrifice Nkunku here. We'll leave the big man Tammy up top. And we'll bring Conor Gallagher on in the midfield. Just to ensure that I've got some sort of defensive shape in the middle. Bugger. Right, I think at least we've got the 1-0 lead. But now it's going to be a case of clinging on to it rather than trying to build on it. Unless Leeds get too gung-ho, now that we're down to 10 men. Try and push to get an equaliser and end up opening themselves up to a second goal. Sterling might even get Nkunku a goal before he leaves the bloody pitch. Or an assist, perhaps. There's just nowhere to go in there. Less than half an hour to hold on. I was ready for that, but still couldn't get there with Reece. And City 2-0 up against Nottingham Forest, so getting a win here is going to be important. We need to stay ahead of Arsenal or get a better result than Arsenal. We're above them on goal difference at the moment. That's a push in the back from Stroke on Tammy, isn't it? Here's Kamara. And into Aronson, already missing that extra central midfielder there because Nkunku hasn't gone off yet, nor has he dropped into that slightly deeper role. Mark Rocker. And then Aronson again. Costa, thank you. I tried to get there with the defender, I couldn't, and his teammates are delighted with him. As am I, really. Less than 20 to go now. Reactions there, superb. Chile just couldn't quite get in the way of it. 0.32 seconds it took for him to react. Fofana, Reece James, there are not many minutes left to go in this fixture. So I don't want to commit too many bodies forward here, but we could add a second goal. Dinked. Gallagher. It's a great chance. But the header is wide, but that should have wasted enough time. Hopefully, you can hear the fans whistling already. It should waste enough time to... There you go. Have the whistle go. Cheers, ref. Cheers, ref. Cheers, ref. That's a 1-0 win against Leeds. Didn't help myself by getting the red card, but we got the job done. Enzo Fernandez will now be out for the next game, which actually is probably going to be that Man City one in the Cup, isn't it? Annoyingly. Unless there's an FA Cup game drawn in between, which would be dreamy. Do me a favour, play those replays and give me an FA Cup tie in that gap, please. Right, tournament prize money added. Interesting Wan-Bissaka from Monaco, intriguingly. Okay, and well, we've got both players potentially up for grabs in the summer because you guys would like me to do something with the centre-backs. I actually have bids for both of them here, but we will reject Disasi and Badiashile's bids. That's going to be the main port of call in the summer transfer window, I think, is the issue at centre-back. One of them, surely, has to go, but who? And the FA Cup game has been drawn, but it is on the 1st of February, so we won't be playing that today. We've got Ipswich away. We will be travelling to Portman Road in the FA Cup at the beginning of February, but now then our attention switches to Manchester City and solely then to the transfer window after that. We should get some scout reports back very soon, and here are 7 of them. Michael Catarino, 80 rated at Corinthians. I presume he's a made-up player because of the lack of licensing of the Brazilian league. But he came as a suggestion in the YouTube comment section. Not YouTube comment section, in the Twitch chat. So I had a look out of pure curiosity more so than anything else. Yusuf Fatal is not it anymore. 74 rated. We'll get rid of him. Benjamin Henriks, 80 rated at Villarreal. I always thought he was more of a centre-back, but with decent enough acceleration and sprint speed, he might not be too bad. His passing's good as well, actually. Ball control. Crossing is 80. He might be good. And would obviously be a good squad role as well. Could use him at centre-back, which would allow me the opportunity to sell Trevor Chalobah and then someone else, probably. James Tavernier at Rangers. He's just not going to be good enough for what we need him for, unfortunately. Vanderson at Monaco, 80 rated. Vanderson looks like he could be a good option. Stand tackle of 80. Relatively good in the pass and crossing and ball control, etc. A little bit of pace about him, good stamina. Vanderson's an option for sure. Jed Spence, 77, probably not what I'm looking for. Good in the tackle, but a bit dead technically. Outside of that, obviously quick. And Tino Livramento came in as a recommended option, but obviously he moved to Newcastle very recently in this save, so I will take him off the list. A few more scout reports waiting to come in that should be back by deadline day. Tomiyasu, Baku, Singo, Getraude, Klaus, Cash, and Traore. Not long left on those at all, but what we need to do now is go and play Manchester City. They are playing the same side that they played against us in the first game, I think. I'm pretty sure. It was a 1-0 win for them, but with it only being 1-0, we've got a chance, haven't we, to go away from home and get a result that could see us through to the final of the Carabao Cup. We'd like to do a domestic treble, but we have to win this game by more than 1 goal or on penalties to have the chance to keep that treble alive. And we're doing it against the team that won the treble in this save season 1 and won the treble in real life the year before that as well. Back-to-back Manchester City trebles. Josko. Back to Ruben Dias. And here's Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice through ball to Erling. This is going to be so tough, isn't it? We were maybe... Oh, my God. You've got to win this header. What is it with McAtee and scoring against me? Manchester City 1. Chelsea 0 on the night. Manchester City 2. Chelsea 0 on aggregate. Thunderbolt from Rodri. Nearly didn't say bolt there. And Costa could only parry it out. And McAtee... Oh, I should really have jumped with Fofana rather than Chilwell there, shouldn't I? We are 1-0 down. And 2-0 down. Right. The task just got a lot harder. Free kick for us. The good news is, if there is any good news to come from conceding a goal, it's so early on that there's loads of the game left for us to try and find a response. Gonçalves looking for Chile, finding him well. Oh, what a cross. Fardiol's underneath it, win this header. De Bruyne has got up well. Now it's forward to Erling. Oh, I knew that was coming, but I didn't have the agility to adjust for it. Bernardo, we slowed them up. When Erling is running at 2 of your defenders and gets the turn on one of them, it's inner panic. But we got away with it. We've been able to deal with it, and we will come forward. And breathe. This is going to be nervy, isn't it, for the rest of this game? How has Teo gotten a tackle in there? How has he even reached the ball like that? I think I've got a tackle in there with Conor Gallagher, actually. Let's take the ball to Bernardo Silva, who's crossed it, and Badiashile gets up well. Rodri brings it down. No! Good save by Costa. Away! Oh, my Lord. I'm going out of the Carabao Cup, aren't I? I am. I don't think there's much I can do here. I think I'm just going to have to put up with potentially only winning a double this season. Caicedo beats his man beautifully. Conor Gallagher with room to get into here behind the line. Now, can we find the ball? No, we can't. Ruben bloody Diaz. Back heel. I've caught someone. Bernardo's still going, using the advantage. Haaland, McAtee. Good block by Costa. Ah! I nearly overran that. Go on, Tammy. Go on, Tammy! Oh, Teo Hernandez is quick, isn't he? Bollocks. I'm struggles, lads. I am struggling against Manchester City, but I certainly am not the only side to ever do that. So, is there some solace to be taken in that? Not if it's a knockout cup competition, I don't suppose. Good tackle. Counter-attack. Come on. Please. Oh, Kevin, when did you become the best CDM on the planet? Foden is the man closing me down. Tammy's there through that gap. Run, Christopher. Run, Raheem. It's a lovely ball. Conor Gallagher's here. Tammy Abraham's there. Oh, Rodri! He's the best CDM in world football. Oh, God, that was the moment to get one back. Might be another moment. There might be another moment. Tammy and Nkunku. That's not Nkunku! I am struggles against City, lads. This is not going to plan. I don't think a new backup right back is going to change that much. Oh, God, no! Right, get one back before half-time. Come on, get one back before half-time. Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri are ridiculous. Absolutely bossing this game so far in midfield. Foden's going to look for Erling. He's going to find Erling, and Erling scores. 2-0 City, 3-0 City. He's offside. 1-0 City, 2-0 City. Thank the Lord for that. Is that the stroke of luck we need to spark the revival? He must have been offside by his left fingernail. No, it was his kneecap and his big toe. Thank God for VAR. I haven't had a shot yet. I am not going to turn this fixture around if I don't have a shot. But De Bruyne and Rodri have been sensational in the midfield for Manchester City. I cannot get past them, let alone have a go at trying to get in at their goal. Look at the press. Oh, ref! I mean, if Enzo got sent off in the last game, that has to be a red card as well. Surely, Pedro, sharp turn. I knew I was going to get it. And Tammy's here. It's a poor ball. And Nkunku. Sterling. Oh, the angle wasn't great. No, it was falling to Nkunku. I didn't think it was going to. Conor Gallagher. Oh, Ederson makes the save. Rodri, yellow card, unsurprising. Come on. Tammy. Tammy's up. Oh, so's Ederson. Oh, God. I'm trying, lads. I'm giving it my absolute best, but I don't think my best is going to be good enough here. Well, in Chile. He's been so good at left-back. So good. Really underrated Chilwell with his impact on this team. I'll give that to Sterling. Chile will go again. Tammy's at the back post. Okay. Oh, Pedro, why is that as the first touch, mate? Jeez Louise. Why is that from control from Rodri? That's disgusting. Oh, I can't believe it went to Pedro, not to Tammy, who was in space, ready to nod home. Ah, bollocks. I can't get it done, lads. I can't get it done. Tammy's there this time. That's Nkunku. Caicedo. Ref! Send him! Send him! Back pocket, go on, do me a favour. Send him. Just a telling off! It's meant for Fofana. Oh, God, this is just not going according to plan in any which way, is it? It's meant for Sterling. I found Sterling. Gallagher's back here. Gallagher! He's missed the target! Connor, no! That was the moment! Got an itch. Not the time to get an itch. Bernardo Silva. It's Kyle Walker. You know where he wants to give it. Oh, and I got myself in the way and it still went there. Bernardo. Rodri. No. Oh, as if it fell there. Costa. Oh, I wanted to... No, I tried to cancel it. He's just kicked it straight out of play. I'm running out of time. 7% win probability. 7%. Sterling, nod that down. Come on, Chile. I'm going to have to play it. Oh, my God. Kyle Walker, that's disgusting. City, just everybody for City is disgusting. They're so good. Up we go. Oh, it's nowhere near you, to be fair. Chile. Well in. Come on. Come on. No. The press from City's doing the business again. No, Erling. Oh, no, Foden. How on earth are they doing this? So who's got control of the ball? Foden. Good block. Oh, it's too little too late though, isn't it? Bro's going to make me the run. Sterling will feed him through the gap. It's a lovely ball. Armando Broja pulls us one back, but it's too little too late. 90th minute. It's 1-1 on the night, which is great, but... Oh, it's not great enough. Brilliant through ball. Broja off the bench, does the business again, but I need like 9 minutes added on, and I'm just not going to get it, am I? 2 is what's held up by the 4th official at the bottom of the pitch. I need a Nottingham Forest-esque... Oh, he's done me with a stop and go. Oh, he's done me again with a stop and go. Come back here. I'm not going to have time, am I? Ah! Out of the Carabao Cup we go. At the semi-final stage, the one side I didn't want to meet. We do get them. Pep gives me words of wisdom that I should probably be able to use moving forward, but... Oh, bugger. We're out of the Carabao Cup at the semi-final stage. We tried our hardest, but Manchester City were just too good in the end, unfortunately. And that will be only the potential of a double this season. Let's go and console ourselves by spending some money in the transfer window, shall we? And unfortunately, that's not the first time I've said that in this save. Interest in Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Barcelona. So we're not the only side looking to sign, potentially, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'd be intrigued to know who Barcelona have at right back at the moment. One imagines that they're in the Champions League. Oh no, yeah, it'd be FC Barcelona. I was about to go, oh my God, they're not. They have Julian Araujo and Trilli. So they are actually in need of a right back. So if you had the choice to be back up at Chelsea or start for Barcelona, I think it's pretty obvious which one you'd choose, isn't it? Singo, I've not got all of his stats back yet, but good heading accuracy apparently. How tall is he? Oh wow, he's massive. 190 centimeters, like 6'3" maybe. Jumping's excellent as well. Slide tackle's not great. Stand tackle's gonna be okay. Dribbling's all right. Crossing's all right. I don't quite know enough. I don't think. Klaus, similarly. Klaus is quick too. He's 32 as well. I can't commit to someone I just can't see their stats of. Tomiyasu. We know that Tomiyasu's decent, but is he the right player for that role? I'm not sure. Vasquez has moved now. Riddler Baku would be very solid as a backup right back, because I know he's going to be decent in possession. Enrics actually really intrigues me. He's not got the pace, but he's just probably very solid. Matty Cash. So many playstyles for Matty Cash. Whipped pass, intercept, slide tackle, rapid, relentless, and long throw. But technically, he doesn't look that impressive, does he? Sasha Bui's at Tottenham, so I can't really justify that. Getraude from Leipzig. Power-headed jockey. Anticipate. Anticipate is very strong. Thiago Silva had that and he was really good. Vanderson. Vanderson, I can see his stats. Vanderson looks okay. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, they've sold him to Monaco. He's gone to Monaco. All right. Well, I can't have Wan-Bissaka then. Dalot from Galatasaray. That seems like now the standout option, really, doesn't it? Oh, he's moved this season. Oh, God! Okay. Hamari Traore. Physically decent. Technically okay. It's Vanderson or Getraude, really, isn't it, I think? Getraude would be rock solid. Can be played in multiple areas, but he's probably more likely to want to start. considering he's from Leipzig. I think I'm going to go for Vanderson. I'm going to go for Vanderson. No, he's just moved to Girona. Oh, God! What? Has Heraldo's just gone to... Is everybody just moved to somewhere? Holy Pajiba. Right, alright. Fine. I'll sign Riddler Baku. Bloody hell. 25 million, 38.2 release clause. I have 36.9 available to me. So I can't sign... I can't pay his release clause. How open are they to a bid that is just above valuation? Very is the answer. Very indeed. How is my luck with those players? Almost everybody that you suggested had moved in the summer. That's remarkable. He's on... I can't see what he's on a week. Oh, don't let that scupper this transfer deal. Please tell me, or please advise me as to what you would like a week, Riddler, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to say rotation. He should accept that he does. Mwah. That will help with managing his expectations. He's got in-game player face as well, which is banging. No release clause. He's not telling me what he wants wage-wise. Oh, what do I give him? I could just go over the top and just say 75 grand a week. Is that over the top? Oh, and like a £550,000 signing on free. Chat is telling me to go 100k-ish. I'll go 95. I can't afford to have it fall through because I'm running out of options here. It's not fallen through. Hey! Oh, tell you what. That was tense, to be completely honest. Because if Riddler Baku didn't sign, I was in a bit of a sticky position there. We have our new backup right back. Riddler Baku joins. Can play further forward as well, so can certainly make an impact off the bench. Could probably utilise him in central midfield as well if we really needed to. We've definitely paid him more than he's probably worth in wages, but I had to make sure I got the deal done. It is a deadline day deal. It's not necessarily a panic buy, but it certainly wasn't a composed buy. It was in between the two. Riddler Baku joins our new number 3, apparently. 27 million is probably a bit of a good deal there, to be completely honest, in terms of rating, and we've maybe spent a little bit more on the wages because we paid so little with the transfer fee. And breathe. Riddler Baku, please come onto the bench, please, my man. 81 rated. Nice. That's going to be really solid. I'm actually going to put him on there for Polinia instead, actually. Polinia can drop to the bench, and Conor Gallagher will stay there. Noni Mudra Broya. Okay, I'm happy with Riddler Baku. See his stats here. So, he's quick, great stamina, dribbling is 83, short pass of 81. His tackling stats aren't sensational, but with the pace that he has, he should be able to just out-accelerate anyone and just lean them off it. Ball control and crossing is good. He's basically a similar-esque style of player to Reece James. Other than Reece James is now 87 rated, sensational defensively as well as going forward. With 91 stand tackle, 80 slide. I'm happy enough with that, I think. And I paid 27, so that leaves me basically 9.9 million left in my transfer budget. We will have to decide between ourselves what we do transfer-wise in the summer. Are we allowing ourselves from the beginning of next season to open the bank doors, open the vault, and let all of the cash flow? Because especially with another year's worth of money in there, my budget's going to be astronomical, isn't it? After 2 years of only spending what we make, we will be able to splash the cash. Whether we need to splash the cash is another question, but let's see what else happens on deadline day then. So far, Rafinha to Bayern Munich, which is an intriguing one. Baku to us, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Monaco. I'm not planning on selling anyone at this stage. Adam Webster's left Brighton. No other big deals so far. Jose Gaia to Leipzig. Sally Özcan to Getafe, and someone there to... Oh, Porto want Tomiyasu. Bid for Chile. They've also offered me Christian Eriksen. No. Manchester City want Reece James. Not a chance, lads. You'd have to pay me 300 million for Reece James, and even then I'd probably turn it down. Diakite has gone to Crystal Palace, so we'll play against him later in the season. Ben Johnson's moved to half-line. We won't play against him later in the season. Loan bid for Cole Palmer, which is intriguing, but we've got FA Cup football on the horizon, so we're going to be using him moving forward. 82 rated Joe Willock plus a little bit of cash. Sorry, Newcastle. Chile continues to stay here. 85 rated Chilwell is very, very good right now. Antonio Silva may well have been one of the centre-back options you might have wanted me to look at next season. But with a 46.8 million transfer fee, now a Real Madrid player and no longer an option for us. Unfortunately. Elizondo is currently a free agent, apparently. Bayern have now bid for Diogo Costa and offered me Thomas Partey plus 30 million for Diogo Costa. They're loving the swap deals at the minute, the other teams in this save, aren't they? But I'm not willing to accept any of them. So still not any giant deals to go through in this window. PSG have now offered me nearly 90 million for Reece James. But no, get out of it. Not a chance. Come on now. Elizondo to Arsenal be a remarkable signing. Still no other massive ones. We're going to get more deals? We're not. And Nkunku to Newcastle is apparently a rumour. Yeah, count on how many hands, the percentage likeness of that going through. Zil. He's going nowhere. Thank you. 1 hour left. Well, the Rafinha one stayed the biggest deal of the window then. Martson loan offer from Manchester City with an option to buy. Haha! No, that's a rejection as well. All right. I think that's a good window for us. We spent most of the money we had. We've improved at right back in the backup position, and the 11 is already great. The only area of concern now is that other centre-back role, but you guys decided to deal with that in the summer, so I'm quite happy to deal with that in the summer. Jorginho goes to Roma there for £15.5 million. We've got the FA Cup football on the horizon. Let's show you then a quick round out of the biggest deals in that window. Darwin Nunez leaves Liverpool to Leverkusen for £89.4 million. That is a surprise. Big surprise, £90 million move in the Premier League. That's a real shock, actually. And Gabriel has gone from Arsenal to Liverpool for 64.3. Another shock transfer. Sigankov to Juventus. Nicolas Sula to Real Madrid. So they signed Sula and Antonio Silva. Rafinha we saw. Jonathan Davis gone to Real Madrid in December. So that went through on January the 1st. Kone has gone to Lazio. That's a good move for him. Zubeldia has joined the Premier League. Antonio Silva we saw. Any others from January? Gio Reyna to Leeds, we know that we just played against him. Serge Gnabry, the deal was decided in September, so he went through to Roma on January the 1st. Catralda moved in the summer. That's frustrating because we might well have signed Catralda. Nkapie to Newcastle is a good signing for them. Bar, who's another name that was suggested actually that I didn't put on my shortlist, moved to Athletic Club in between windows and joined on January the 1st. Fagioli, now with a 7-month ban in real life. Sandro Tonali pending. 40 million to Athletic Club to Bilbao. Inacio to Wolfsburg. Dalot was the summer, as we know. Joe Gomez to Marseille. Liverpool spending and selling. Wan-Bissaka to Monaco. Anything else here of any real note before we end the episode? No, nothing there. What we'll do is go and have a look at the Patreon players, because I know there's been some moves there as well. So we'll round out the end of the episode with that. But for now, that's what the Premier League table looks like. We are yet to draw a game this season. We either win or we lose. We've won 15 times, so enough to keep ourselves top at this stage. Looking okay for the Premier League title at the moment, but obviously not a massive advantage. So far, the FA Cup draw has been kind to us. We should get through against Ipswich with relative ease. And then we're back to Premier League duty moving forward. I've got Manchester City right at the end of the season. If I need a win in that game, I am screwed, aren't I? Those of you that don't care about the Patreon players, I appreciate your support. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Patreon, guys, let's go and see who moved where, shall we? Okay, so Patreon players, here is your moves. I'll show you your ratings in due course. There were some moves in January, some free agents, some permanent transfers. If it's green, it means you've moved in this season. Obviously, at the end of the summer window, we showed you those that don't say J at the end. So the January transfers are Chris Taylor as a free agent was signed by Espanyol. Darragh Kiernan, who was a free agent, was signed by Atletico Madrid. Emmett Johnson moved from Barcelona to Juventus. Jorginho, the Welsh cam, moved to Hamburg and signed as a free agent. From Doncaster Rovers to Paris Saint-Germain for Liam Taylor. Newcastle to Dortmund for Nathan Grasso. Colchester United to Inter Milan for Nick as well. Congratulations, Nick. That's a step up in the world, isn't it? With regards to everyone's ratings, you'll be able to see them on the screen in front of you here. I won't spend too long scrolling through. Thank you very much indeed for your continued support on Patreon. It continues to be one of the biggest earners for me as a content creator, and your support for this VIP The Big One project is the reason for that. So I can't thank you enough for your continued support. It's been absolutely fantastic. I'm genuinely humbled by it. Continually. Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed. Next save, moving forward, now that we know that everyone moves without having to sign and release, everyone will be lower rated and everyone will be a free agent. And we'll be able to see you guys move freely within the save like that, rather than see you guys start slightly higher like you have in the Chelsea save and then immediately within 12 to 18 months sign for one of the world's biggest. We'll start you guys slightly lower so that you have more of a journey, similar to someone like Dawson moving to Club Atlético Central Córdoba. From there, he'll move elsewhere, of course. So very much looking forward to. I'm going to be creating you guys all over again on Xbox, aren't I? Once I've finished this Chelsea save on PlayStation. In the My Player, a few of you have moved, and we've seen a couple of moves there. Speaking of the My Player, if you want to check that out on the second channel, there's a link in the description to Chesnoid Plays, where you can check that out. Of course, Football Manager content's coming very, very soon. Formula 1 content is still going as well. There's a lot going on Chesnoid Plays. Here, though, the Chelsea Career Mode will continue daily during the week, so do make sure you're subscribed, because we'll be continuing on 3 PM tomorrow afternoon, as ever, as it's, of course, still a midweek day. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow.